Most used character. To me, that's casters because in my anniversary report, I have used casters over 1,800 times. I also consider casters as my second favorite character in all of Honkai Star Rail. I love her aesthetic and personality. She's very soft-spoken, kind-hearted, and empathetic, despite having this heavy burden from the power that she holds. First standard character. I think that's Himeko. I view Himeko as this mother figure of the Astro Express, mainly because of her warm and nurturing personality. I'm glad that Himeko is going through her own character arc right now in Planarcadia, especially with Himeko Nova debuting next patch. First limited character, that's Sela. Sela gave me a new experience when it comes to playing gacha games. Because before I started playing Star Rail, I was playing Genshin Impact. And I remember, during that period of time, I never won a single 50-50. So, when I won my 50-50, my first ever 50-50 to get Sela, I felt this wave of relief. And that feeling is new to me. Winning my first 50-50 felt exhilarating. Favorite character story. I don't have this character on my account, but when other players have asked me to name my favorite character story or something along those lines, I would choose Finon most of the time. I consider Finon to be Star Rail's best character in every single category. And speaking of categories, I would also consider Finon to have my favorite ultimate animation. But because I'm trying not to repeat any characters on this grid, I'm actually going to pick another character that I consider to be tied in both being my favorite ultimate animation and in animation quality to me. And that's Cyrene. Cyrene is a very lovable, cheerful, and optimistic character to me. She could easily be in a lot of these grids, but I have other characters in mind for each grid, and it's only fair that I consider Cyrene to have my favorite ultimate animation. Favorite Astro Express member. Is it cheating to say Stell? Because I really love the visible juxtaposition of her character. The contrast between her composed and serious self and her silly, whimsical nature. I'm gonna explain my thoughts about her in post because I have a lot to say about her character, but it would be easier to explain it in paragraphs. Favorite Stellaron Hunter? It's between Firefly, Kafka, and Silverwolf, but I know where I want to put Kafka and Firefly, so by process of elimination, Silverwolf will be here. I want to preface that the process of elimination method isn't meant to downplay Silverwolf. I still love Silverwolf. I love the contrast between her sassy and playful nature and her being this soft-hearted person deep down. A character I warmed up to. This is where I'm going to put Kafka. I was really scared of Kafka back then. I didn't know her ulterior motives, and I viewed her as this quiet mastermind that's pulling the strings in our Astro Express adventures. But over time, as we got to know Kafka more and more, I slowly started to grow fond of her. Kafka and Himeko are essentially the Trailblazers' mother figures in some capacity, and I also consider Kafka to be one of the two key Stellaron hunters to bridge the connection between our past as a Stellaron hunter, our present as an Astro Express member, and our future. Overrated character. I don't think they have the character in this template. No, okay, it's not here. But I consider Scott as the most overrated character. I'm going to add my thoughts in post because it would be easier for me to explain why I believe he is overrated. Because if I tried to explain it right now, it would be full of a lot of bias, right? And I probably wouldn't connect my logic together very well if I try to explain why I view Scott as overrated right now. Underrated character. It's between Rappa and Cipher, but I think Cipher is just popular enough in the community to not be considered underrated. So Rappa should go on this grid. Her screen time may be short, but it was very enjoyable to me nonetheless. Favorite sustain or support, Hyacin. I feel safe every time Hyacin is on my team. That boost in max HP, debuff cleansing, healing frequency, AoE damage dealing from Little Ika make her an extremely comfy sustain unit to me. Least favorite character. To me, in my opinion, that's Sample. He's a very unpredictable and deceptive con artist to me, even though he is factually the one that always told us the truth, which makes him more irritating to me because he would give you the truth in the most unconventional and chaotic way possible, which ironically makes me trust him even less. It's backwards logic on my end, but my view on Sampo still stands. Prettiest character. There's also favorite design too. For these two grids, two characters appear at the top of my head. Fugue or Tingyun and Yao Guang. But in my opinion, I think Fugue has my favorite design and Yao Guang is the prettiest. Even though I do believe that Yao Guang and Fugue tie for being the prettiest characters in Star Rail, especially with all the characters that we have available right now. The aesthetic of Tingyun still captivates me. The red and gold color scheme fit her so well, and her design, having a lot of Asian botanical references, makes it even better. Yao Guang though, she has a very cohesive color palette, and the asymmetry present in her design feels oddly balanced to me, right? Simple yet effective design, and that makes her really sexy and really pretty. Coolest character. Out of all the choices that I have left for this grid, I instantly thought of one, but I would probably need to formulate my thoughts and post to really explain why I think he is the coolest character, because for this grid, I consider Anaxa as someone worthy of that status. He is the purest among the scholars because of his active defiance against the divine and his ruthless and obsessive pursuit for knowledge. Like the character voice. If it's purely for their voice acting, Cipher should definitely be here for me. But I have another option, and I don't know if this counts as cheating, because I'm putting Robin on this grid, both for her soft and elegant speaking voice and her phenomenal singing voice. She is a character that's very underrated when it comes to her resilience and her being a realistic idealist. Favorite gameplay and favorite DPS or sub-DPS. I assume that the difference is between a character's mechanics and role in their rotations, and the character themselves in terms of kit and animations. I think I will put the Herda in the favorite DPS grid. She's a very simple and effective hypercarry DPS with captivating combat animations. All of her combat animations look so majestic. For the favorite gameplay grid, it's a toss-up between Acheron and Evanescia. I might put Evanescia here. Or I'll just put a picture of both of them on this grid, but the reason why I would say that it's a toss-up between the two is because Acheron provides that satisfying nuke gameplay loop, while Evanescia on the other hand provides this very hyperactive gameplay loop. I would like to add that Acheron's ultimate and Evanescia's ultimate are of similar satisfaction to me, but for completely different reasons. So that means, by process of elimination, the character with my favorite skill animation would go to Archer. A close second would unironically be Acheron, leaving us with my number one favorite character in Honkai Star Rail. That's easily Firefly. There's a lot of reasons as to why I love Firefly so much. Her simple design, her character story, her personality, her determination, her resilience, her kindness, and her adorableness. I would probably add a lot more reasons as to why I love Firefly so much when editing this, but I can confidently say that Firefly is my absolute favorite Star Rail character of all time.